All right, we're talking shade. We all need relief from the summer heat. We're gonna give you 10 of the best shade solutions for your outdoor space, whether you're in the pool, around the pool, or just hanging out in the backyard with your friends and family. We're going all about shade right now. Top 10 ways to stay cool in that summer heat. Here we go. All right, we're gonna jump right into the first one, and that is the Easy Zip Shade Screens. By the way, you're gonna love these. The E-Zip shade screens are sleek. They're motorized solutions for immediate shade relief. With a push of a button, you can block that intense sunlight, the rain, and the wind also. Then you roll it right back up, and when you wanna have that full sun come back in. It is ideal for covered patios and transitional spaces. Our number 2 shade solution is a modern twist on a classic shade solution, and that is umbrellas. Now remember, umbrellas are amazing because they're mobile. You can move them wherever you need to go. But look at this. I think you're gonna be blown away by this umbrella because it has fans underneath the umbrella to keep you cool. This one in particular has a 4-station. You push a button for 1 speed, gives you a nice low, cool breeze. You push it again, speeds up, and you push it a 3rd time, and it's even more. These are an amazing summertime cool off because you get the benefit of the shade, but you also get that cool air that is moving on you. These have charging stations, so whether it's USB-C or USB, you can charge your phone on these as well. So consider an umbrella. We have 13 of them in our personal backyard. We love them, but we've added 2 of these umbrellas with fans. So for sure, consider an umbrella or an Elise umbrella, link below, for your summertime heat relief. One of my personal favorite shade solutions is covered structures, whether they're attached to the house or they're freestanding. Like you could do a gazebo, a pavilion, a patio cover, a lean-to. These ones, they anchor your outdoor living space. They create that central shade refuge, and they can house your outdoor kitchen. They can house a TV, a fireplace. They could do a lounge area. You can, around the perimeter, you could add misters. Take a look at how beautiful this looks, number 1, but also how much comfort that it provides for all of the people around. These misters will lower the temperature. I've heard some of my clients say up to 20 degrees. 20 degrees in this summer heat. So remember that. A covered structure with a misting system with some fans going, that's gonna really cool down the space. We designed so many covered structures for our clients around the world. Many of them are because they want that relief. We've done them over pools before where you could do a beautiful pergola and strategically placed that is giving relief for the pool. We've even done it in Australia, which of course we know they need the shade. If you think of these covers, they're also called pool cabanas. That's what we all seek, is that shade comfort, but of course we can go lay in the sun, but then we need a little bit of relief as it gets too hot. So strongly consider a covered structure for your outdoor living space. It will enhance the space and give you the relief that you, your family, and your friends need in the summer heat. All right, guys, our number 4 is a pergola with a retractable canopy. Now, if you already have a pergola, consider adding the Shade FX retractable canopy. These can be operated either manually or you could use a motorized one for your convenience. They add beautiful color, shade, and charm to your outdoor space, making your pergola function even during the hottest parts of the day. Now these canopies can be mounted below, but they could also be mounted above the pergola, and you could push a button and have that all close up. It's not only shade proof, but it's waterproof. And I know a lot of you live in those warmer climates where you get rain almost every day with the humidity. I think of Florida and climates like that. So they're gonna be great for those afternoons where you need the shade, but you're also getting a little bit of rain or a lot of rain coming in. They're gonna be perfect for what you need to be able to stay outdoors in that warm climate. So consider this. This is a very strong shade protection in the summer heat, but it's also a wonderful outdoor living space because it could really be turned into use all 4 seasons. All right, our number 5 shade solution for that summer heat is a louvered pergola. They are amazing because you get the best of both worlds. If you want to be open air and let the sun shine through in the morning, great. As soon as the heat picks up for everybody, you can just close it, push a button, and those louvers close the whole space. Again, these are a little bit above the shade FXs as far as longevity, and they're very, very handy to be able to close the whole room in. The negative that I used to say about louvered pergolas was the price. A lot of times you couldn't get these louvered pergolas for a reasonable price. I have seen that price come way down. The louvered pergola that I saw at Costco, I actually had a relative that bought one, and I went over there and had an evening with them, and it was a beautiful evening. They showed me, the controls. It was a manual operating one, and it seemed like a pretty well-built unit for just over a couple $1,000s. So think about the louvered pergola. There's a lot of different versions of these on the market, and it might be the right thing for you. So just remember that they are a little bit more modern looking. So if you're going with more of a traditional look, just be cautious. You want to definitely get a design before you do anything. That's, I hope you've seen that from my channel like every time. Always get a design in 3D. Okay, we're talking number 6 of the shade solutions, and number 6 is covered outdoor grills. So of course we love grilling outdoors, but sometimes we can't take the heat in the summertime. So it's beautiful to be able to cover our grills with a cover. Now again, this could be a full outdoor kitchen, or it could be a small kitchenette. But a cover goes a long ways in your outdoor space, especially for the person behind the grill. They're not only experiencing the heat from the grill and the cook space, but they're experiencing that summer heat beating down on them. You probably know that I cook outdoors almost every night. We love our covered structure. We don't know what we would do without it for all seasons, but especially in the heat of the summer, right around dinner time, we wouldn't know what to do without it. So consider a cover for your outdoor kitchen as number 6 of our shade solutions. And while we're talking about that covered grill station, remember that the grill that you choose, the outdoor kitchen products that you choose really do matter. I always recommend the True Flame products. I have them in my own house. I have a grill, a griddle, and a side burner, but I also have all of the outdoor kitchen products that they offer. So I personally love the True Flame products, and it's something I would at least check into. I have a link below if you want to check those out. I highly recommend True Flame for all of your outdoor kitchen needs. And remember, you can start with a cart. You don't have to have a full outdoor kitchen. You can just do a grill station to start with. True Flame products allow you to just move them right from the cart right into the built-in unit. It's the same thing. So consider True Flame for your outdoor kitchen products. Okay, so here's our number 7. It's shade sails. These are inexpensive. They're very stylish. Shade sails offer excellent coverage and design versatility. They come in various shapes and various sizes and can be installed on pergolas, poles, or anchored into your house. They block those UV rays while they still allow ambient light through them. The thing I love about shade sails is they are pretty inexpensive and budget friendly, but they don't look like that. They look like a high-end outdoor product. And remember, you could use these strategically, like an umbrella. They're a little bit more mobile, so you could put it over that tricky spot over the dining area. Shade sails are pretty flexible. You could use them for that sun protection, so shade, obviously, but they're really good for privacy to block windows of neighbors looking into the yard. So consider a shade sail. They add that pop of color, and they provide that summertime relief that we all need from that summer heat. Okay, for your number 8 shade solution, this is a classic. It's like a little bit of a no-brainer, but I want to tell you how important it is to have life. So it's living plants, living trees. I like specimen trees as shade solutions. Now, I've designed all the time with how to soften a space. Remember, I always think first with my designs, hardscaping and living. That's what I want you to think of. What the sightlines are, what the destinations are, but remember how important it is to have that life, that living life around the borders. And a lot of times, if I know where the sun is hitting on the patio, and if I want to shade that area, I'm going right to those specimen trees. They are amazing. And in my own house, I've used specimen trees strategically placed to provide that afternoon shade. Now we have a pool, which is great because we love swimming in the heat, but boy, does it get really hot in that afternoon. So it's nice to have a little bit of relief. So we have it in our Baja shelf. We get wonderful shade in half of that Baja shelf. So people always seek that in the afternoon sun. So specimen trees or shade trees provide such an amazing outdoor relief for that summertime heat. So think about that, living shade relief. We have the vines, which are great. We have the specimen trees, or a lot of the other options that we have in the plant life. We could use these for shade relief in our outdoor space. All right, here we are at number 9. It's one of my favorites too, especially for a flexible shade relief. So it's the retractable awning. Take a look at this resort style backyard that we did. One push of a button by this bar, and it was an afternoon bar where people loved to hang out right by the pool there. They were watching TV, but they could push a button and have instant shade relief from the summer heat. So the thing I like most about the retractable awning is you hardly know it's there until you need it. And then right above you, you're like, how do I get relief? And you push a button and it comes on out. So consider that. Now, many of these retractable awnings, they light up at night too, so it just adds a little bit of light to the space, but it's just very comfortable to be able to have this. You hardly know it's there, and all of a sudden you're protected when you need it. All right, I saved one of the most popular until the very end, which is a 4-season room. Now, of course, it's nice to be able to have a spot out in the yard and the landscape that gives you the shade relief, but also is fully air conditioned. You can open it up and still be with the party, so to speak, or you can close it all in on those really hot days, but still also be part of the party. People could be in the pool, people could be hanging out outside, and you could be in your outdoor living space. Now, 4-season rooms are typically designed around pools, but they're also very nice for patio covers. So if you live in some of those hotter climates and you want a screened in room, you might extend or just stretch a little bit and go to a 4-season room where you can put some air conditioning in there to be comfortable during that summer heat. I've had clients do this for offices, for kids' play areas, or for just entertaining. These 4-season rooms are very flexible and pretty much you can put them in all shapes and sizes. So consider a 4-season room for your shade relief. Now, as you're considering shade relief in your outdoors, I would strongly consider getting a design. I say this pretty much in every video. It's so important though, because I can help you with things that you probably don't even know to ask. I can help you if you're considering a pool, if you're considering a fire pit or an outdoor kitchen. I'll be able to figure out where the sun is hitting and what time of year as well. Now, I design in all 3D so you can fully visualize your space. You can see where the sun's hitting and you can know if you're getting the relief from the sun that you need. So if you're considering anything in the outdoors, before you start spending money on things, let's talk, because I could probably save you thousands and thousands of dollars with a clear visual. So I'd love to talk with you. I have a link below. It's a free Zoom meeting. It will be me that's talking to you, and I'd love to help you with your outdoor space. So we talked a lot about covered structures in this video. I love it for shade relief. Here's a whole video on the different types of covered structures that I recommend. Enjoy.